Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us to another fourth session of Business Talk with a Trusted Partner by CCIS. As a follow-up or just for information, we have done quite a few business talks so far, and some of our guests are already continuing direct communication with previous participants. They're exchanging information and looking for common ground for possible further cooperation. So we can say that we have set up a virtual platform with the aim of connecting business people and creating a business community. Moving forward, our today's guest is Ms. Masha Shale. She's coming from the company Tina, who is a producer of different sauces, dressings, and condiments. And if you have any question or information, please do not hesitate to write it down in a message box, and I will read it later at the end of discussion. Masha, good day to you too, and most welcome.
Hi Ines, thank you very much, and I also would like to welcome everyone who is participating today in this business talk.
Masha, it's my pleasure to host you. So just before we start with your business, Masha, Tina is also the woman name. So how often do you get confused by your real name and the name of the company or work?
All the time. It happens all the time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, when we started to talk, if you remember, it was, okay, hi Tina, how are you? But I'm used to it, so no problem.
Yeah, I remember that you didn't react at all. You know, no. I called you Tina and you just reply back. So yeah. no hard feelings.
Yeah, no hard feelings.
Maybe I already used to call you Masha, but I can imagine, of course, that people can mistake since they are both women's name.
Yeah.
So I just need to ask you one more question since you are in a food industry. I gotta ask you, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, that's a hard one. Now it would definitely be some fruit.
Fruit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that, but yeah. nice to hear that. Living a healthy and full life.
Yeah.
So, not to be long with the small chat, Masha, can you shortly describe what does your company do? We all see your short presentation video, but this is just one of your many products. So please explain our guests.
So my name is Masha. I'm a sales representative in company Tina. Tina is a mid-sized family-owned company established back in 1987 when our owners and founders started with fruit compotes and jams and with pickled vegetables. The company then was growing, and we started to produce more complex products like mayonnaise, mustard, tartar sauce, salad dressings, nacho cheese sauce, kebab sauce, and others. And these products are still company's core business. Our products can be found at retailers, and we also supply a good share of HoReCa industry with help of our business partners. So this is
shortly description of all products.
Yes,
so if I hear correctly, you started with fruit and pickled vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So you are not doing this anymore?
No, we are not doing this anymore for at least more than 10 years, I think. The last product were pickled olives, but sales started to go down, and we needed to change something, and we just make a decision to let go some of these products, and to actually
to change.
Yeah, to change and to develop something new, some new sauces, and that's it.
Did by that, did production line change a lot, or did you have the core and capacity to start with a new line of products?
Well, actually, new equipment was necessary for these sauces, and we have, well, actually our line, we have two lines. One is for glass jars and other is for plastic bottles. Yeah, so, and other equipment for smaller series, let's say, and for buckets and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you given that you are covering the HoReCa segment and also you're present in the retailers, then you need different machines for different packages. I can imagine that for HoReCa segment, they're in bulk and a big packages, while in retail in smaller. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what is then, in terms of different products that you have, the number one seller or hit?
The number one seller is definitely nacho cheese sauce.
Oh, I was thinking the mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise is the second.
Okay.
Right after nacho cheese. And I have to tell you that we are the only producer in Slovenia for nacho cheese and cheddar sauce. We have competition, of course, but not from Slovenia. So we are very proud of that.
Local nacho producer.
Yeah.
A while ago, I remember that you couldn't get nacho anywhere. It was some kind of nacho crisis here. What happened?
Yeah, the distributor that was importing nacho cheese from United States, I don't know, there were some kind of problems in supplying this sauce from America, from USA, and every company that needed nacho sauce came to us, and our sales really increased. That happened last summer. Yeah. So
before the second crisis, now we are
before the second crisis. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So since I already mentioned this crisis, how does this crisis impact on your business, on your supply chain, as well on the prices, I can imagine?
Yeah, definitely. I would say that we are in one of the most affected sectors in this food sector, and we are facing the consequences of this situation. First COVID, and now this war in Ukraine. And we really have problems in this supplying chain. That means that we don't know if we are going to get all the raw materials we need. Especially the biggest problem now is to get mustard seeds. It's almost impossible. I mean, not impossible to get them, but it's really hard. We are getting one truck, I think next week, but we were, I don't know, we were waiting for it for 2 months at least. And also the problem is with the sunflower oil. The prices went up to the sky. Mustard seeds, I think the prices increased for 400%.
Really?
Yeah, sunflower oil 200%, and every lid, glass jar, label, cardboards, everything went up from minimum 25% and then to I don't know where. and they are still sending us on a daily basis new prices. So yeah,
Perfect.
It's quite a challenge. It's quite a challenge.
Quite challenge, I can imagine. Okay, so you said that you have some issues with supplying with materials, raw materials, but we are heading now towards the Easter holiday. Do you have any problems with horseradish?
No.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, thank you for that. So we are actually very busy with producing horseradish. Our supplier is from Austria.
Okay.
And we get all the quantity we needed. So yeah, Easter is coming, and we are full of horseradish.
Great. I don't need no worries then for my best breakfast. Of course, I'm waiting for. So I will have all the supply needed on the table, which I'm very glad and happy to hear about that. Do you have only plain horseradish? Of what kind of flavor? I know when our moms and grandmothers prepare this Easter feast breakfast, or how can I call it, they mix like horseradish with the apple. So do you have this kind of mixer already in the jar?
Horseradish with apple, we had it a few years ago. Now we have only plain horseradish, but we have one special vegan version, which is horseradish with cranberries.
Okay.
It's very interesting because on one hand it's spicy, and on the other this sweetness it goes very well with horseradish. So yeah, it's interesting product. It's tasty.
Okay, great. So if someone have the interest to try a different kind of horseradish, do not hesitate to raise your hand. I'm sure Tina would be happy to send you one sample for the Easter bite.
Definitely.
Yes. Okay, so where are you already present? I know Tina brand, so I know that you're present very well here in Slovenia, but our guests are from other countries as well. Where can they find you?
Well, mostly in Croatian market, but we have there very strong, we are strong in HoReCa sector. We are also exporting to USA and in Italy. So these three markets are very important to us, and but we hope to expand more, of course, on the other markets.
Slovenia is small, so it's a natural hit for Slovenian companies to quickly look abroad. So you mentioned Italy. We know we are talking about the food sector. So if we judge Italians that they have a good taste, so we are safe now, okay? So if they are using your sauces and mayonnaise, or what are you exporting to Italy? Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise and mustard. But I have to say that Italian market actually is quite a challenge because they are very price sensitive. They want high quality and very low prices. So that's really big challenge for us at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to offer them a premium for different prices.
Definitely. Recommendation. Yeah.
What about Croatian market? We have the similar history. We know each other. We understand each other in terms of language, although it's slightly different. Do you see any difference there?
Well, actually, a Croatian market is it's definitely easier to cooperate with them because we are neighbor country. Yeah, we have the same language or so, and the eating habits are actually very similar. So it is easier to do business with them, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have maybe some insight whether where you wanted to be about in terms of consumers that you know that your product would be very great on that market, which you are not present yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we would like to start with Austrian market first, definitely. Also because it's near neighbor country as well. We know what kind of taste they have. They like everything to be more sweet, you know, everything, a lot of sugar in everything. But actually, I don't know, it is hard to get to them. This first contact is the hardest. Then it goes smoothly, more smoothly. But yeah, but this first contact to get to the right person, it's really, I mean, in Austria, it's harder maybe than everywhere else where we are on the markets we are already in.
You were talking about the supplier, but the mustard and the sunflower oil. What about the packages? I mean, you're also supplying here locally, or are you importing from elsewhere?
Yeah, some of the packaging is from Slovenia, but some of them, like glass jars, we get from Czech Republic and from Croatia. And sorry, I have to think. I had to think. And lids, these plastic lids, we get from United Kingdom. So all over the Europe and of course from Slovenia as well.
Okay, great. So regarding that, you don't have any problems in regards of supply?
No, for the packaging not, but we have a problem with delivery times because delivery times expanded to few months, you know, for let's say aluminum tubes, we have to place an order minimum 6 months earlier. Yeah.
To get it on time.
To get it on time, yeah.
Okay, so interesting, challenging, and everything else combined. Okay, so can I tackle trends again? So consumers are more and more aware about the healthy lifestyle. So we know that mayonnaise is not so healthy, and some other spreads and sauces as well. How do you see the trend or the consumers? Do you see maybe shifting towards more healthier alternatives, or they are still buying these products who are not so much healthy?
Well, consumers are still buying this kind of products that we are producing, but you have to know that eating habits are changing all the time. Yeah. We have a new trend every year. But the fact is that plant-based food is increasing. Healthier versions definitely increasing. People are searching for pre-prepared meals because we don't have time. We just have, I don't know, it's very easy just to open something and put it in the oven and you have lunch and so, but here is also a trick. I was just, I don't know, reading some article a few days ago with these pre-prepared meals. Consumers are searching for healthier versions, reducing salt, sugar, fats. They actually want to have a meal that it's like you cook it at home, you know, or grandma's cooking or something. So, yeah. But still, I think this market sauces, it's still growing because street food is very popular here in Slovenia, definitely. In other markets, definitely. So I don't know. I think that we have options everywhere. You know, yeah.
So in terms of these trends and more healthy lifestyle, did you decide to produce another line, or who is like more healthy or more bio or more eco or something with that market liner, you know?
Yeah, we produced, I mean, we developed a vegan line of products last year.
Okay.
It contains few sauces, horseradish, plain and with cranberries, and 3 versions of mayonnaise, classic with garlic and tartar sauce. But these products are for retailers, and we started with sales not long ago, and it goes actually pretty well. So it's maybe not very healthy version, but for consumers who are searching plant-based products, plant-based sauces, it's actually great. So yeah, okay. we are always thinking about other options and what to put on market and to satisfy different tastes. You know, yes. You have to have this in mind. It's not only eating mayonnaise, but there are a lot of people who are vegan, or I don't know, they are keto, they want to have keto-friendly products and so on. It's actually, wow.
Yeah,
the list is very long.
The variety of different types of eating is growing every day, I think so. So it's quite interesting to see that people are going towards one diet and another towards another diet. So the variety, of course, is most welcome then. What I wanted to ask you, do you have online sales now, since this time that you are not so much present in HoReCa segment? I imagine that your sales was down, of course, because of the restaurants here were closed.
Yeah, the sales in HoReCa segment was down, but it was actually interesting. But in retail, our sales increased, especially in the first year of COVID, when we were all at home and cooking and so on, and people just bought everything in stores. But actually, it's not happening now when the things are actually, I don't know, everything calmed down with COVID and so. But for the online sales, well, yes, this is our next project. Okay. To open web shop. Okay. Yeah, I know for some things here, you know, when you are working in family company, it takes maybe longer.
Delivery time is longer.
Delivery time expands. So yeah, web shop is not our next project, and consumers will be, I mean, can buy our products. And
Great. Actually, looking forward for that. Just tell me one more thing. Are you the one and only producer of this kind of sauces here in Slovenia, or because I don't know it, I cannot think of it right now?
No, definitely not. Okay. There are a lot of producers. We are just the only producer for nacho and cheddar sauce, but we have mayonnaise producers. And a lot of these small companies are growing, are starting. So we have a lot of competition, actually, a lot of competition. Yeah.
Oh, but you're only producing your brand Tina, or you're producing also like private label, white label?
Yes, we are producing Tina brand and of course private label as well.
So where do you see the relations, private label and your brand is changing, or?
Yeah, it's changing. When you start to produce private label, then your brand, if you are not doing marketing and everything else, then no one in few years, no one knows nothing about your brand anymore. And it's a little bit sad, but on the other hand, when you are producing private label, there are quantities and you have references for I don't know, foreign markets, and so both sides have plus and minuses, you know.
Yeah, there's a thin line between one and another side, so you need to be careful here.
Yeah.
As you already said, people can forget, although they can dip their foot into your sauce, they wouldn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you read their declaration. I always read the declaration, so to know where the food is coming from.
Yeah, but nowadays retailers don't want to have written on the labels.
Oh, really?
Who is the producer?
Oh, that's why I'm
written,
reading. That's why I'm reading from Europe or made in Europe. And come on, from which
Yeah,
country
exactly.
is this? Oh, I didn't know that.
Top secret,
Well,
you know.
top secret, yes. Who knows what are they afraid of? So look, Masha, I didn't call you Tina, Masha.
Yeah.
I mean, half an hour of discussion, I think, was quite enough. So we need to give a chance for our guests to see what they write down. Please provide PPT, PowerPoint. So did we have actually a PowerPoint? No, I mean, maybe he wanted your PowerPoint presentation of your products. We are supplier of mustard seeds. Oh, look, another supplier.
Great.
Interesting. Want to supply, provide contact details. Of course, everyone will receive contact details from Masha, so you can start direct communication between both parties.
Great. Yes, please contact me. Definitely.
Of course. Mr. Stefan Bogdan. Hello, Mr. Stefan. Very interesting event as well. Miss Shale presentation. Are you in some kind of relation? You have both the second name Shale. Yes.
No, I don't know.
I know that Mr. Bogdan is in Brasilia located. Hi. So there is a strong community of Slovenian people there present actually. So maybe other person named by Shale is also present, and I don't know, Mr. Bogdan would know more about that. If organizers allow us, we can also promote events through Slovenian Global Business. Of course, the business community is most welcome to attend all these events, and also they can see the best events we did in Business Talk with Trusted Partner by CCIS. Regards in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Thank you, Bogdan. Martin from France, thank you for the meeting. Most welcome, Martin, and you can join us next Wednesday again. So I guess this is it with the question. Of course, I will take care for the contact details and information of Masha and Tina company, and then you can start your own communication directly, okay?
Great.
So thank you, Masha, again. Thank you for your time and for your interesting talk. And we will keep in touch.
Thank you, Ines, very much for having me, and wish everyone a nice day.
Thank you, the same. Bye.
Bye.